Ja pierdolę. Super. Mieliśmy którą już? Czwartą noc?
Welcome to the first day of your exciting new career. Whether you were approached at a job fair, read our hand and screws, bolts, and hairpins, or if this is the result of a dare, we welcome you. I will be your personal guide to help you get started. I'm a Model 5 with the Handyman's Robotics and Unit Repair System. But your new career promises challenge, intrigue, and endless janitorial opportunities. Please enter your name as seen above the keypad. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. One moment. Welcome, Eggs Benedict.
Jezu, nawet jeden.
You can now open the elevator using the bright, red, and obvious button. Allow me to fill this somewhat frightening silence.
Ale ja nawet biegać będę, bo to jest przesrane. Tu będzie w chuja easy do tej czwartej nocy, bo wszystko już wiemy. Kręcę. Doszliśmy tak daleko. A to jeszcze jedna i byśmy mieli już szóstkę.
It's actually a crawl space between the two front showrooms. Now, let's get started with your daily tasks. View the window to your left. This is the Ballora Gallery Party Room and Dance Studio, encouraging kids to get fit and enjoy pizza. Let's turn on the light and see if Ballora is on stage. Press the blue button on the elevated keypad to your left. Uh-oh, it looks like Ballora doesn't feel like dancing. Let's give her some motivation. Press the red button now to administer a controlled shock. Maybe that will put the spring back in her step. Let's check the light again. Excellent. Ballora is feeling like her old self again and will be ready to perform again tomorrow. Now view the window to your right. This is the Funtime Auditorium, where Funtime Foxy encourages kids to play and share. Try the light. Let's see what Funtime Foxy is up to. Looks like Funtime Foxy is taking the day off. Let's motivate Funtime Foxy with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. Looks like Funtime Foxy is in perfect working order. Great job. In front of you is another vent shaft. Crawl through it to reach the Circus Gallery control module.
Motion trigger. Circus Gallery vent.
On the other side of the glass is Circus Baby's auditorium. Let's check the light and see what Baby is up to. Looks like a few of the lights are out, but we can fix that later. Let's encourage Baby to cheer up with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. Great job, Circus Baby. We knew we could count on you. That concludes your duties for your first night on the job. We don't want you to leave overwhelmed, otherwise you might not come back. Please leave using the vent behind you, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Motion trigger. Circus Gallery vent.
U nas pierwsza jest zawsze jest Trójka i trójka będą no, czwórka jest nawet łatwiejsza, na pewno. Mogę to pominąć, tak, dziękuję. Dobra, i continue, no trójka. Tutaj musimy... Tutaj taka ta dziewczynka tam nie mówi, co baby ją połknęła.
Welcome back for another night of intellectual stimulation, pivotal career choices, and self-reflection on past mistakes. We're committed to creating a unique and fulfilling work experience. One part of that commitment is ensuring that you don't get tired of the voice that you're hearing right now. Using the keypad, it seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. Thank you for choosing Angsty Teen.
Dobra, zjeżdżamy w tą windą.
The elevator stopped. You know the routine. Get out now or... So, funny story. A dead body was found in this vent once. Okay, so not that funny, but it's a story. Okay, let's start with your nightly chores. You should check on Ballora and make sure she's on her stage, but whatever. Huh. I guess Ballora has better things to do. Let's zap her. That should be fun. Let's check on Funtime Foxy. Make sure he's ready for showtime tomorrow.
Great.
There seems to have been a problem with the voice synthesizer. Default settings have been restored. Please proceed through the vent ahead of you to Circus Baby's auditorium.
Motion trigger. Circus gallery vent.
Circus Baby had a busy day today. Let's check the light and make sure she's in proper working order. Oh, Circus Baby, we aren't here to play hide and seek. Let's encourage Baby to come out of hiding with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. There seems to be a power malfunction that is affecting our ability to properly motivate Baby. Please stand by while I reboot the system. I will be offline momentarily during this process. Various other systems may be offline as well, such as security doors, vent locks, and oxygen. Commencing system restart.
Motion trigger. Entryway vent. Funtime auditorium maintenance vent opened. Ballora gallery maintenance vent opened. Motion trigger. Technician control.
I don't recognize you. You are new. I remember this scenario, however. It's a strange thing to want to do, to come here. I'm curious what events would lead a person to want to spend their nights in a place like this. willingly. Maybe curiosity, maybe ignorance. There is a space under the desk. Someone before you crafted it into a hiding place, and it worked for him. I recommend that you hurry, though. You will be safe there. Just try not to make eye contact. It will be over soon. They will lose interest.
Oh boy. Puść. Czemu ty tego nie chcesz puścić? Po cholerę ci to odsłonić. Na wystawę to nie jest. Specjalnie tego kurwa tutaj nie daliśmy. Nie.
When your guide comes back online, he is going to tell you that he was unsuccessful, that you must restart the system manually. He will then tell you to crawl through Ballora Gallery as fast as you can to reach the breaker room. If you follow his instructions, you will die. Ballora will not return to her stage anymore. She will catch you. The power will be restored shortly. When you crawl through Ballora Gallery, go slowly. She cannot see you and can only listen for your movement. When you hear her music become louder, she is growing near, listening for you. Wait and be still.
Thank you for your patience. It seems that the power system cannot be restarted automatically. You will need to restart the power system manually. Please return to the primary control module.
Dobra, i teraz będzie ten Time Fred im się jebać będziemy. Super.
Motion trigger. Circus gallery vent.
Leczyl pros, hej. No siema.
You will now be required to crawl through the Ballora Gallery using the vent to your left to reach the breaker room. It is recommended that you stay low to the ground and reach the other side as fast as possible as to not disturb Ballora. I will deactivate myself momentarily as to not create an auditory disturbance. Deactivating.
Ballora gallery maintenance vent opened.
No tutaj Polera teraz mu przed mortą przejdzie,
It
tak?
seems you are taking a long time. Please proceed as quickly and as quietly as possible.
Dobra.
Motion trigger breaker room.
You may now interface with the breaker control box. Using the interface may disrupt nearby electronics. If you feel you are in danger, feel free to disconnect the interface temporarily until it is safe to reconnect. Great job. This completes your tasks for the night. Please proceed back through the Ballora Gallery with care, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Is someone there? I can hear someone creeping through my room. Perhaps not.
I zaraz jumpscare. Mi się nie uda najprawdopodobniej. Dobra, udało się. A też już ogarniam, o co chodzi w czwórce. W czwórce cały czas musimy te sprężyny naprawiać.
As the sun set,
Dobra, night free. Night free. Daddy just say all you fucking places. I'm playing to shine. Do you make up? Do you me? Are you sheep?
Welcome back to another pivotal night of your thriving new career, where you get to really ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? What would my friends say? And most importantly, will I ever see my family again? We understand the stresses of a new job, and we're here for you. To help you reach a more stable and relaxing frame of mind, we offer several musical selections to help make this elevator ride as relaxing and therapeutic as possible. We offer contemporary jazz, classical, rainforest ambiance, as well as a wide selection of other choices. Using the keypad, it seems you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. Thank you for selecting Casual Bongos. Now that your elevator experience has been customized to your needs and you're thoroughly relaxed, it's worth mentioning that due to your lackluster performance yesterday, your pay has been decreased by a substantial amount. Please enjoy the rest of your descent.
Dun, 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 dun.
Due to unforeseen malfunctions from today's shows, your nightly duties will require you to perform maintenance that you may or may not be skilled enough to perform. It became necessary for technicians to attempt to disconnect Funtime Freddy's power module. However, they were unsuccessful. Allowing them to try again would be an inefficient path forward, as we would need to allow 6 to 8 weeks for recovery and physical therapy. You will need to reach the parts and service room on the other side of Funtime Auditorium to perform the procedure yourself. Let's check on Ballora first and make sure she's on her stage. Great. It looks like everything is as it should be in Ballora Gallery. Let's check on Funtime Foxy. It's important to make sure she's on her stage before entering. Great. It looks like everything is as it should be in Funtime Auditorium. There is no need to check on Baby tonight. Please refrain from entering unauthorized areas. Proceed directly to Funtime Auditorium.
Funtime Auditorium maintenance vent opened.
Unlike Ballora, Funtime Foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark, as to not accidentally activate her. You have been provided with a flash beacon. Use it if you need to get your bearings and to ensure you don't bump into anything. However, use it as sparingly as possible. Proceed forward to reach the parts and service room.
Idź sobie.
Motion trigger, parts and surveys.
For clarification, please note that I am referring to Freddy's right. Great. Now locate the button under his left. Great. Now carefully locate and Great. Good job. The faceplates should now be open. Locate and press the small button on the underside of Freddy's endoskeleton jaw.
Teraz great job. Nie to. Nie tu.
Good job. The faceplates should now be open. Locate and press the small button on the underside of Freddy. Great work. You will now be required to remove the secondary power module from the Bonnie hand puppet. Press the large black button beneath Bonnie's bow tie to release the power module. Press the large black button beneath Bonnie's bow tie to release the power module. Great job. You've acquired both power modules. This completes your tasks for the night. Please exit the building through Funtime
Ej, mam plan
Auditorium,
w ogóle,
and we'll see you
coś jest
back.
na live'ie? Nie, ale od razu powiem, że mam w planach zrobić sobie speedruna z tego. Że zaczniemy od początku i szybko speedrun z custom nightami chyba nawet, nie? Ja pierdolę. Się przestraszyłem. Ale to tutaj ogólnie jest jumpscare i teraz będziemy w baby. Dobra, lecimy tour. Odcinek na live kolejny. Już drugi, czy tam trzeci.
Be still and quiet.
Dobra, to przez ten czas sobie pogadajmy o Jezusie. Nie no.
I think they noticed that you never left the building last night. The cameras were searching for you, but they couldn't find you. I have you hidden too well.
Nie, oni się z mnie śmieją.
Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I am only going to keep you for a little while. Try not to wiggle, though. You're inside something that came from my old pizzeria. I don't think it was ever used. At least not the way it was meant to be used. Too dangerous. It's just big enough for one person to fit inside, but just barely. You're in the scooping room. Do you know why they call it the scooping room? It's because, dummy, this is the room where they use the scooper. I thought that would be obvious. Isn't that a fun name for something? A scooper. It sounds like something you would use for ice cream, or custard, or sprinkles. It sounds like something you would want
Dobra, let's go.
to ensure that you get a heaping portion of
Ja pierdolę.
good things.
Nic się nakryć nie to niestety.
I wonder
Każdy ryczy.
if you average the whole pint of ice cream, how you would feel about something that
Chyba zrobimy cięcie na kasenkę.
thankfully, I don't think a freshly opened pint of ice cream feels anything at all. Uh-oh. It sounds like someone else is in the building. Shh.
O nie, Palora idzie, będzie teraz szła. I ją pierdolnym prądem. I to mi nagle się zjebie i się odparzy. To tu i tu.
There's something very important that I've learned how to do over time. Do you know what that is? How to pretend. Do you ever play make-believe? Pretend to be one way when you are really the other. It's very important. Well, Laura never learns, but I do. They think there is something wrong on the inside. The only thing that matters is knowing how to pretend. I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
To jak ja mam to kurwa przejść, skoro kurde, no ja To nie jest pora na to.
She can make balloons. Have you seen her make balloons? Daddy, let me go to her.
Nie. No siema króliczek. Nie wiem, to jest ciężkie w cholerę.
You've been sleeping for quite a while.
Ale ja nie chcę tej cutscenki już od nowa.
The cameras were searching for you.
No i kolejne 28 minut czekają.
I have you hidden too well.
No, będzie pierdoliła.
I kidnapped you. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I am only going to keep you for a little while. Try not to wiggle, though. You're inside something that came from my old pizzeria. I don't think it was ever used. At least not the way it was meant to be used. Too dangerous. It's just big enough for one person to fit inside, but just barely. You're in the scooping room. Do you know why they call it the scooping room? It's because, dummy, this is the room where they
No przez ten czas sobie spoglądajmy coś.
obvious. Isn't that a fun name for something? The scooper. It sounds like something you would use for ice cream, or custard, or sprinkles. It sounds like something you would want at your birthday party to ensure that you get a heaping portion of every good thing. I wonder though, if you were a freshly opened pint of ice cream, how would you feel about something with that name? I don't think a freshly opened pint of ice cream is anything at all. Uh-oh. It sounds like someone else is in the building.
Dobra. Zobaczmy, czy jest już film na kanale. Jeszcze nie.
There's something very important that I've learned how to do over time. Do you know what that is? How to pretend. Do you ever play make-believe? Pretend to be one way when you are really the other. It's very important. Laura never learns, but I do. They think there is something wrong on the inside. The only thing that matters is knowing how to breathe. I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Teraz mam taki moment, że wiem, że mi w chuj to przyjdzie. Jak ja coś zjebię, to ja się sam zajebię. Jestem teraz w takim momencie właśnie. W takim momencie przełamania umysłowego trochę. Przełom, to jest przełom po prostu. W mojej inteligencji. A moja inteligencja nie jest dobra, wam powiem. Nie myślę dużo, nie myślę dobrze. Nie myślę głową. Myślę brzuchem. Tak bardziej, trochę. Grami. Rzuciłem cię, szmato, na ziemię. To jak ty mnie zabiłaś? Serama dobra, panowie. Szmatę na ziemię rzuciłem jak szmatę, a ja kurwa za mnie zajebała jeszcze jakoś. To jest kurwa szanujące.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Co? Ale przecież kurwa te co idą po środku, to one mnie mają nawet nie tknąć. No to co jest kurwa z tą grą nie tak, skoro kurwa te co idą na mnie do środka? To kurwa one mnie nawet kurwa na mnie popatrzeć nie powinny, a mnie zajebują jeszcze na dodatek. Kurwa, przecież na stronie Scotta pierdolonego Towna Cautona pisze, że kurwy te pierdolone, które wchodzą wewnątrz mnie, nie będą mnie atakowały. No już kurwa mać widzę właśnie. Kurwa, nie atakują, serio atakowania.
I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are
Kurwa
causing
mnie
them to come
to.
loose.
Jeszcze mi słońce jebie
Want them to get too
telewizor.
loose. Trust me.
No i kurwa mać jak? No kurwa mać, Scott to taki kurwa gówniak. Kurwa 102 cm. Ja pierdolę, co za debil. Wymyślił taką grę. Nie polecam kupować sobie Sister Location, to jest tylko strata pieniążków. No wiecie. Kracie sobie, a tu chuj. Scott Cawthon ma to w dupie, że po pierwsze kraci na pacie, po drugie one kurwa są jakieś zepsute.
I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
No i bajzara jumpscare'a z tupy nagle dostanę. Chociaż nic nie zrobię, nie? Zobaczycie. Zobaczycie, zaraz z tupy jumpscare. O, bo tak. Bo ta gra jest the best. Ile jest tych mini-rin? No i kurwa mać. Co jest nie tak z tą grą? No kurwa mać. Ja tu wychodzę na debila totalnego. No kurwa mać. Chciałem ją wyjebać na tą pierdoloną ziemię. Ja może ich nawet teraz nie tykam, nie zrzucam, ja nic może im teraz kurwa nie robię, bo wszystko jest źle. Rozpierdolona jest ta gra, ja pierdolę. Same kurwa takie tałniaki dzieciaki grają. Ja pierdolę. Ale to jest tałniana gra. Chuj stałniana.
I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
No i kiedy dostaję jumpscare'a? O, siema. Mini-rin. No kurwa mać. Wcale się tego nie spodziewałem, że zaraz... Czemu ta pierdolona cutscenka mi się musiała odpalić? Nie. Czemu ty musiałaś się naszereć, kurwa? Pierdolę. Czemu ja dostaję stopy jumpscare'a? No kurwa mać. Nie da się tej gry pierdolonej przejść. No super, otwórz swój ryj. A ja film nawet czemu go kurwa zakrywasz? Bo jesteś odsjopatką pierdoloną, co masz ryj pocięty.
I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
No i kurwa mać, skąd? Nie wiem, kurwa mnie już ta krapów wchodzi. To jest taki gówno, jakby ja chcę zwrot pieniędzy. Ja nie chcę tej pierdolonej gry. Tak, rozumiem, tak, tą grę da się przejść, ale kurwa na klawiaturze i myszce. Kurwa, jak gramy na padzie. Pamiętajcie, wy kurwy pierdolone. Siksy zacwelone.
I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up.
Oj, mam w dupie, że muszę twoje springlocki na kurwa kręcić, chuju, skoro i tak ci się rozkręcają tak szybko jak kurwa twojej starej szepra. Bo kurwa ma na kurwa kwoście przekręcone. I co, kiedy stupy na kluczamster będzie? A. Czekajcie! Kurwa! Czy... Mini-Rina? Czy tam była jakaś kurwa mini-Rina? Ja jej kurwa macie jakoś nie widziałem. Jakoś tam nic kurwa nie było. Jeśli teraz nie świeszkam, ja kurwa teraz tylko nakręcam sobie. Ja mam się wyglać, skoro i tak one się do mnie tak przypierdolą zawsze, chociaż chuja mać, nie wiem, ja chyba okularów nie wziąłem kurwa z pióra. Ta moja postać popierdolona i przez to nie widzi tych mini-Rin debil. Hej, kurwa. A chuj mnie to obchodzi, że mam ci nakręcić kurwa kółka. Chuju. Przecież ty mnie kurwa wykorzystać chcesz, ja o tym wiem. Więc spierdalaj. Ja ich nawet nie wikluję. Jak umrę bez wiklowania, no to ja idę się zapierdolę. Bo ja już nie wiem, jak ja mam to w takim razie przejść. Kiedy stupy jumpscare? pierdolę. Dobra, widzowie, ja ogólnie kończę live'a, piszę to PlayStation, czy dostanę zwrot pieniędzy za tą grę, jak nie, to się wkurwię.